What up, my devil? Sensei-tutum here with another market update for you. Been laying kind of low lately, taking care of helping the members and working on some content for them. Going to actually be releasing a series of training videos for higher level concepts that should help some of the higher level, more advanced members sort of maybe finish putting the puzzle together, and hopefully these videos can really help them apply that to their charts and to their trading accounts. So that's what I've been working on, and will be working on I'll probably be making those videos for quite some time, but hopefully the first one will release this week. Just got to find some time to sit down and record it. Since I'm going to be laying low, and I have been laying low, I figured I'd get a nice market update out for the YouTube and the Twitter guys, the crypto Twitter guys. So the last month and a half, 2 months, whatever it's been, we've actually just about, feels like 3 years, but what's this, just before July, and now we're still just at the end of July, just over a month. We've had what I thought was beautiful trading in here. We had our top here. We had our three wave down that got deeper than expected initially, but we did put in a clear three wave. I know some people were struggling with this for some reason, but to me it's clear three wave. Even if the subdivision is not the clearest, this is three waves, right? Sometimes the subdivision isn't always that clear, but if you look at the forest amongst the trees, man, this is three freaking waves, right? And then off of this, we had a nice, beautiful impulse. And when we had this, I was personally thinking, oh man, could crypto throw us could Bitcoin throw us for a loop and not finish the correction, with as much time as you might expect, and get, go full bull from here? Well, because that's, I think what a lot of people were thinking. But when we had this beautiful triangle play out, that right then and there knew the correction wasn't over. But we also knew that we had nice trades to come out of it. So we took this long, right? And once we got to, I think I took profit probably around here, and then just because it's never that certain. And, I was then going to look for the bigger short because this wave is small relative to this wave, right? So I played this, and then I actually did get in short here. Only got my first ladder filled, to be honest, because we didn't reach the required depth for a B wave of a flat. We only got to 87%. But, that is a rule that you can violate in Elliott if there are no other options. And, as far as trading goes, to me, this was clear 3-3, right? So I knew I was getting a big wave out of it, and at that point, I'm okay to violate that rule. If the count reveals itself to be something different later on, that doesn't matter. I only care about my degree of, I felt confident in this trade, and it worked out, right? Of course, I didn't ride it all the way to the bottom. I'd like to tell you I did, but made some money in here. So at that point, the next trade would then be to, you would expect 5 waves out of this, so you could long here, right? But for me, that's not what I like to do. I like to see the 5 off the low and then long a retracement. So to me, we got what is a fairly clear 5. It's kind of dirty. I mean, it's pretty damn dirty, but it's Bitcoin. What do you expect? But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So for me, I went long here. I saw 5, 3, and then, I was looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of here. And then once we got to 5 and went up in this 3 and came back, wait a second, messed that up. 1, 2, and then I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So at this point, I thought we had a completed 3 wave, A, B, C. Then we only went up in 3, and they came down in 5. And that's when this is when things started getting, for me, meh, wonky, nasty. Everything after this is just meh for me. So we ended up getting this 5th wave down, and it's like, uh-oh. So then at that point, my stop's down here, but when I see this, I'm thinking, all right, at my first opportunity to get out, because typically in a losing trade like this, especially at this degree, you can usually get out break even or a little bit ahead. I was thinking about getting out, but then we get this 3 up and another down to make this a 7 swing move, which is corrective. So at that point, when we got this bounce, I didn't jump out, and then I ended up just letting it breathe, because, look at this. This still, to me, looks a lot like, let's jump over to 4 hour. Of course, this wave was a lot prettier for corrective, but because it just compressed the whole time, got smaller and smaller and smaller, and then boom, what do we do out of it? So yeah, to me, it still kind of reminds me of that. And especially at the time that this was happening, it did remind me of that. So I let it breathe and ended up taking a stop, which I hate to do, but it happens. So at this point, meh. We have not violated this low for this to be anything other than the primary necessarily. I don't see right now a count has not revealed itself that seems to be more probable. But you know, you guys have seen my primary, my alternative. Primary being that correction ended here, alternative that we're doing an X to go down. Now, you would still think for an X that you're going to get your 5, 3, 5, right? And then you either get your C or it turns into a 3 or whatever it is. And it would be fairly deep. So that's why this was such a good trade potentially. But just didn't work out. And at this point, with this not violating, this being pretty much not worth putting an Elliott count on, in my opinion, we're left guessing. And right now, and that's one of the beautiful things of Elliott Wave and any technical analysis, is sometimes no trade is the best trade. And I actually took 2 trades in here. I shorted this to here, just based on the resistance of the median line and the Vegas waves. And then, you know, we had this channel low as a nice target, took that, and actually shorted again here, but ended up just, you know, it was just real small, tight scalp plays, so I got stopped out. But yeah, so we're still within this range. A break above this median and this Vegas, and then a test of them that holds is a bullish sign to me. That is when I'm gonna start looking long again. And like for real longs, not just these little I'm bored scalp plays. But the next big short opportunity would be a break of this and this trigger line, which is from this move back here, right? We have not had a break period, and that's another reason why I took this short as well, because if we did, if I could maybe catch this and we break through this support and go down, this is a short sign, breaking this. And we've been messing around with it, but we haven't broken it with conviction and held there. So to me, we're in really like a trading range within here, but for external trades, no trade zone. That's just what it is. And you can try to put Elliott Wave counts on this or call it whatever you want. But to me, anybody who tells you they have certainty with this crap, and really even this stuff at this point, is full of shit. It needs to reveal itself. So that's what I'm waiting for at this point. We've had some good trades in here. No reason to just start giving it back. That's how I see that. So let's go ahead and just, as I ramble on and on, let's just go ahead and talk about some other stuff. Ethereum, this is the count that I've had, and we've gotten quite deep. We have caught this support. If this is the count, I don't know. I'm really questioning all of this now, and this was always funky. Has been all year. Really questioning it now, though. But I'm starting to wonder if this isn't actually a really ugly diagonal here, so that this would sort of be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 completed 3 wave in here. All of this, not 3 off of that, so that this is a 4, and this would be a 1, 2, 3 flat correction. So we would expect a sharp 4, right? So at that point, that's sort of where I'm leaning now, is that this is just the world's ugliest diagonal. You see this little trend line I drew there to sort of show that. Remember, wave 2 would need to be a zigzag, and we do have that. And then I would say, and if you guys remember back when we were in this time, if you were watching my videos, I basically said that this could be a zigzag or an impulse, and it's like almost impossible to tell which. And I have it for this count labeled as an impulse, but let's just say it was a zigzag, right? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, B, 1, 2, 3, 3. So here, I'll actually go ahead and throw the labels on it. So it would be something like that. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 3 here, right? So actually this would go away, and this would be 3 of this degree, wherever this 3 is on the map right now. Who knows? So I'm kind of leaning that that's a potential, but it's really kind of just ugly, right? So what do you want to do? Focus on the degree that you can see. And what we had up here was a clear ABC, right? 3 out. And to me, this is a clear impulse down. And this is just, I just threw this on before the video to show you guys that this is potentially something that's forming right now. And does it draw exactly like this? I'm not sure. I haven't measured any of this. I haven't gone down nitty gritty. Just wanted to show that potentially we've got another drop coming. And we can get down to catch this. Yeah, we can get down here and even catch this support and still not violate. So that would kind of work out, right? But high degree of certainty, certainly not. You know, I'm okay at this Elliott Wave thing, and that's my take on it. But I think that we get another leg down before we start moving up again. Just like Bitcoin is potentially looking like less certainty on Bitcoin than what. And this, by the way, was sort of almost just like Bitcoin in this regard here. So it still haven't violated. So it's kind of still in that no really trade zone, right? What's going on? If we make this high and then low and then reverse here again, you know, get some confirmation and, you know, clarity of count for a triangle, then yeah, you can maybe trade within this crap. Unlike where I said that we wanted to break above or below resistance on Bitcoin. But so this is a lot like Bitcoin, but it's looking like it wants a leg down. Let's see. I wasn't going to show ADA, but I was working on this with a member last night for a member. What chart did I have that on? Oh, here we go. And I didn't put any labels on this, but basically this measures out as a perfect triangle. And I was just talking to about just doing some coaching with the member. But so this is one of the charts I was looking at with him. He identified it, and you know, great identification by him. This could even be turning into a potential triangle, or it could break up. Always uncertainty with triangles, especially. But this has on ADA has really shown as a beautiful potential triangle, which would mean down to come, right? So there's that. Now let's check out EOS. I haven't looked at this chart in so long. Didn't even look at it before this video. So EOS. So this is a count that I had, and I just threw this on here later. But as this was playing out, I had a 5 wave, and I had 1, 2, 3. I was thinking 4, and then we would have a little 5, but it got way down here. So it's not an extended fifth. This is not the count, because if it were an extended fifth, you know, if you know what's supposed to happen after an extended fifth, we didn't get it, right? This isn't what you're supposed to get. Doesn't mean we don't have a low here, but sure seems like it could be 1, 2, 3, working on 4 to put in a 5, right? And if that's the case, 1, 2, 3. If this is a 4 wave of this wave, I would think that the relationship between this and this would be much more likely a 1, 2, 3 as opposed to an A, B, C. Though we do have the sharper or the more steep A than C. So believe it or not, guys, uncertainty, right? And I've kept this red count on here the whole year. That's still a possibility, but you know, for the whole market, these bear counts, right? But not there yet. Let's not go there yet. But still looks like probably potentially needs another leg down. Again, we could just reverse. This could be some sort of ugly diag off the bottom, just like, you know, Bitcoin and ETH. It has really held up better of late, but you know, it was getting beat up earlier than the others. So there's that. And let's go ahead. Let's look at Litecoin. I looked at Litecoin Bitcoin. I did not look at Litecoin dollar. Let's see what we're doing here. So same exact thing is, you know, same Bitcoin, not quite as deep. Feels pretty better to be bullish actually than Bitcoin does, but same. Uncertainty. wait for a break above resistance and a test of it. And then that's your long opportunity, right? With your clear stop losses. You know, is this a 1, 2, A, B, and then C? Or, you know, if this, let's just say worst case scenario that this is an A, you're looking for a 1-to-1 out of it. So you're looking for target up here. You know, you're giving a decent bit away if you break above test and then go up for it, but you would have a nice potential for a high risk to reward trade if, you know, not going to sniper it here, but something like that. You still get your nice 3-to-1 trade, 3+ to 1 trade, and it's a higher degree of probability, which that's how you make money, boys. You know, it doesn't have to be sexy. It doesn't have to be, you know, giant moves all day long. That's how you make your money right there. Trades like that. Trades like that you should wait for on Bitcoin, Ethereum. Let's go ahead and pop over. Look at EOS BTC. Haven't touched this in ages. Playing out pretty perfect so far. So I would expect this to appreciate against BTC coming up at some point. So that could coincide with the Bitcoin drop. Litecoin Bitcoin looks like we're forming a triangle here. So this would mean that we do have lower lows to come against Bitcoin, but nice long opportunity out of it potentially. So yeah, that's where I see the market right now. Bit of rambling, but you know what? It's what I had time for tonight. All right, boys, toot out.